Greetings. Welcome to Self-Assessment 1, Problem 4. The height h in feet of a golf ball is a function of time t in seconds. It has been in flight. A golfer strikes the golf ball with an initial upward velocity of 96 feet per second. The maximum height of the ball is 144 feet. The height of the ball above the ground is given by the function h of t is equal to negative 16 t squared plus 96t. Use the table feature on your graphing calculator to complete the following table. Our first step is going to be to enter in h of t into our calculator. So let's go ahead and do that. Get the calculator up here. Go into the y equals menu and we'll put in negative 16 x squared plus 96 x. And again, we got in there by hitting the y equals key. Okay. All right. Once we've done that, we're going to hit second and then table or second graph, and we'll get our table. Now our table, they ask us to start at 0 and go up to 6 seconds. We need to give the corresponding height in feet. That's what's showing up in column Y1 here. So let's go back over to our table and we'll copy that information in here. So let's see, let's put this in red. So at 0, it's at 0. At 1 second, we're at 80 feet. At 2 seconds, we're at 128 feet. At 3 seconds, we were at 144 feet. Then at 4 seconds, you see we're going to start coming back down now. We go down to 128 feet again, then 80 feet again, and then down to 0 feet again. Okay. So first they'd ask us to determine h of 3 and then write a sentence explaining the meaning of your answer. Well, h of 3 says that when t is 3, what is the h value or the h of 3 value? And that's equal to 144. So we want to explain that. What does that mean? That says after 3 seconds, the ball is at a height of 144 feet. Which is also, as they told us in the introduction, that's the maximum height that it can get to. For what values of t is h of t equal to 0? So we're over here in the h column and we notice that there are two places where h of t is equal to 0. They correspond to a t equal to 0 seconds and a t equal to 6 seconds. So our two values of t are going to be t equal to 0 or t equal to 6. And in those cases, both of those, let's put a little s here to indicate seconds. So explain the meanings of your answers. So that says at 0 and 6 seconds, put the s here for both those, the ball is on the ground. Because that tells us that h of 0 is 0 and h of 6 is 0, which means that the height is equal to 0. So, or you could say correspondingly that the height was equal to 0. All right, what's our last question here? What's part D? It says determine the practical domain, use inequality notation, and include units. Well, the practical domain here is from 0 seconds to 6 seconds. So that says that 0 is less than or equal to t. Notice that our independent variable is t here, which is less than or equal to 6. And they want us to include the units, so we'll put a little s here next to each of our numbers to indicate seconds.